All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live coming at you in full HD 1080.
1080, huh?
Yeah, we're now doing this in 1080. So
Wow.
we're ready to rock and roll.
Good.
I look so much better in 1080.
Yeah, better than in person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, looks good.
Cool. Anyways, we got lots to talk about and got some things to share with you about the film festival.
Yeah.
And maybe a couple little sneak peeks of what's to come. And we'll be right back right after this.
Rough Edge FM. Irritatingly irresistible internet radio at roughedgefm.com.
There's so much going on in your community that even in this age of information, it's tough to keep up. This show will help. It's all about what's new, what's happening, and what's out there. So if you're ready, sit back and listen up, Santa Paula.
All right, I'm ready.
I am too.
You ready?
Yep.
All right. So let's start things off because we're going to be talking about the Santa Paula Film Festival that's coming up, first annual, shaping up to be looking like it's going to be a fun 2 days.
Remember we talked about this a while back?
And
then thinking that
this was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Exactly. Yeah. And
so
here we are.
And it's here.
Yeah.
And now we're going, we need like another 6 months.
You know what? We're going to just plow forward.
Oh, we are.
You know, it'll be fun. We
have 2 full days of films.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, I know we have a mixer coming up at the airport.
Yes, tomorrow night, Thursday night, on the 18th, we have our summer mixer, and the host is the Hangar Bar and Grill, Flight 126, the Airport Cafe, right there on Santa Maria Street. It's just a cool event. We're going to do it outdoors in their patio area. Just opportunity for people to come and network. It's free to our chamber members, and each member will get a drink ticket, and they can go to the bar right there and grab a house wine or beer of their choice, house beer.
I think I should get 2 drinks if I don't drink alcohol. I should get, with that one ticket, I should be able to get like 2 Cokes.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Or Dr. Peppers. I don't know.
What?
Do they carry Dr.
I don't
Pepper?
know. Man, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
It'd be like my new favorite place.
Yeah. But yeah, no. And then we just charge $6 if you're a non-member. And all the money we raise that night goes right back into the bar because we're buying the drinks. So it's just kind of a way to help support a business and just to give our members an opportunity to network.
So I know when you've done them in the past, members would pay like $5.
Yeah.
So that's not happening in this case.
No, and if members want to contribute to that, that's great, but we're giving them an opportunity for the summer just to kind of come out and help support, a business. And the hope is that they're there, they're going to buy food.
Right.
And we encourage them to buy dinner there and stuff. And the Hangar Bars, we're looking at possibly getting some appetizers that they'll provide, and we'll have some water and other drinks there, I think, for free.
Oh, cool.
We're still trying to work on that right now. But we had a mixer. This is only our second mixer this year. So we're figure it's a great time to do it during the summer.
Was I your first? Was I your first?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
So, but in between, we've been doing roundtables. We've been doing other meetings and stuff. So,
yeah.
So we've had other networking events, but this is an opportunity for people to just come out and relax. And it's so cool to be at the airport. You've been there too.
So in the past, businesses would bring in some things like merchandise or whatever for a raffle.
Yeah, exactly.
Still doing that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So if you got something you'd like to raffle, that's fine.
I might put in a Magic Castle pass or something like that.
There you go. Okay.
So,
but yeah, we're going to give away a couple things, just for being there. And we encourage people to bring their stuff to promote their business as well. And some do. But it's more just an opportunity to network.
Okay.
Just get to.
And so businesses will have an opportunity to talk a little bit about what
they
they're
do.
doing.
Yep. I'll give them a minute or two to talk about their business if they'd like to, or give an update as far as what events are going on. I'll do a brief little presentation on what we're doing, similar to what we talk about today. But yeah, it's a cool setting for the evening, and the weather should be perfect. It's supposed to be in like the upper 80s.
Nice.
So, and that's the same night that they're doing karaoke there. So once you're done there, if you want to go into the other room, they're doing karaoke.
Ooh.
So, if you think you can sing or
No.
want to attempt to sing, you can go do it.
You and I should do a duet.
That would not go well. That would definitely shut that down.
we get shut down for a noise violation.
That's something.
Yeah.
Exactly. So anyway, but no, we encourage people to go and to just come out and have a good time and support a local business.
So Hangar Bar, what time?
5:30.
5:30.
5:30 to 7.
Okay.
And like I said, you can stay after, and they have their bar there. They have karaoke, like I said. So
Do you know when the karaoke starts?
I want to say it starts about 6:30.
Oh, so it'll be going on while we're
going
there.
on. Yeah. So
Okay.
so we'll be competing with our singers.
Nice.
So
Well, maybe we'll get a few people from our group that will.
Hey, maybe I'll buy them a drink if they go and do a duet or something.
Yeah. Cool.
We'll do something, but
All right.
it'll be fun.
And then we have the round table.
Yes. Then a week later, on the 25th, we have our July Business Roundtable, and that's a morning. Starts at 9:00. It's at the Glen Tavern Inn on Mill Street, and we do this every other month. And there'll be a presentation from the city. I'll give a presentation. We might have a few different departments talking from the city. They'll talk about Harvard, amongst a few other things that are going on. But it runs from 9 to 10:30. We give everybody that's there an opportunity to introduce themselves, kind of talk about what they're doing. So after our presentations, we do Q&A, and it gives everybody an opportunity to ask questions. City council members will be there, city manager will be there, their city staff. So if there's any concerns, there's an opportunity to have a one-on-one with them too after. So it's not very often where you get opportunities where you're going to have a lot of them in the room and they're willing to sit there and talk with you.
So next Thursday is also a mandatory meeting for any of the nonprofits that have gotten a grant, which I know several of them have in Santa Paula.
Yeah.
So those people will probably be absent because it starts at 9.
Yeah. So I take it you're not going to be there.
I'm trying to get out of it.
No,
I'm going to send Joshua
to the grant thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's about financials and budgeting.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's my degree, so it's like,
yeah,
I don't think I need to.
They just want to make sure
learn about financials and
what you're
budgeting.
supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it would be a good thing for Joshua to learn.
Yeah.
So,
and he's representing the business, part of the business. So.
Yeah. Yep.
No, that'd be good. Okay.
Okay. So that's it.
We got that, and then we also have a grand opening coming up on Saturday, August 3rd. City Nails and Salon. They're on Harvard. I think it's 249 Harvard. It's right across the street from the DMV. That little strip mall that's right there.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a whole grand opening ribbon cutting. I met with them yesterday. Fantastic people. They've remodeled the whole area. It looks really nice. So the new chamber member, they just joined, so we're going to help support them. And so we're doing it Saturday, August 3rd. We don't have a time yet. We're looking at probably 10 in the morning. We'll confirm that with them. So that's good to see that we have that coming in too.
You know what we should have done is a ribbon cutting on our new escape room.
Yeah.
We never did that.
Yeah.
So missed opportunity.
If you don't tell me, I don't know.
I know.
So, but
so
anyway.
now, like with these ribbon cuttings, let's say a new member comes in, and they've been established. Would you do anything like that for them? Or
yeah, we still do ribbon cuttings. Your escape room, opening of your escape room. We've had some that are.
We did the bathrooms for the Boys and Girls Club.
But there's some that, and other chambers do this too, that members that have been there for years, and you're just celebrating that one, they're coming back to be part of the chamber family. Two, to kind of showcase what they've been doing all these years.
Okay.
So it's one of those things where it's not just because they're a brand new business, but maybe they've remodeled, maybe they've done other things, and or they just want to get engaged again.
Right.
And they haven't had that opportunity, and now they want to do it. So it's a way to bring people in and just say, hey, we're going to do a ribbon cutting. We're going to celebrate, something new that they're doing. And
So businesses should get in touch with you if there's
Yes.
things that are changing or
do a full remodel of your business, add something to your business.
okay.
That's always encouraged. We just won't put the ribbon that says grand opening. We'll just do the one that's blank or something.
Right.
There's we do whatever. It's kind of
Like the toilet paper for the restroom
exactly
reopening. Yeah.
I got some 2-ply if you need it. We can stretch that out
Yeah.
too.
We magic shop, you could use some rope.
There you go.
Magician's rope.
Hey, that would be cool. That'd be cool. So but no, it's a good way to help reintroduce your business if you're an established business. And so it's more of a networking event. The ribbon cutting, it is what it is, but it's more get people to your business, kind of see what they're doing, and then how can we support as a community.
Cool.
So
all right. So that's coming up when?
August 3rd.
Okay.
And then we do have one other thing that's tentative, but it's getting close. We're looking at finally doing the ribbon cutting for the Harvard Boulevard project.
Now, when do they expect to stripe that?
I think next week.
Next week?
It's supposedly going to be done in the next couple weeks.
Okay. Because I've been wanting to do the drone, but I'm kind of holding off because I'd like to see it all striped.
Well, they're already lining it. They put the tag up, but now it looked like they put some line on it. So I would assume they're going to stripe this thing like anytime now.
Okay.
But I'm assuming they're supposed to be done by the end of July, pending any other last minute deals. And I think at that point they'll probably turn it over to the city. So, but we are going to do a ribbon cutting for it. We have a couple tentative dates. The 31st of August or the 7th of September are tentative dates right now. It's on a Saturday. We're just trying to work out some details, and it's all pending on when the company turns it over to the city too. And then we have to get our legislative representatives there. So it's a whole project trying to figure out a schedule.
We can do the crosswalk Broadway.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to stop traffic. We're going to run out, and you're going to do a few dance numbers, and then we're going to cut the ribbon and call it good.
Okay.
Yeah. But
I forget what the comedian's name is that does that, but it's
James Corden.
Yeah. If you haven't seen those, go to YouTube and look them up. They are absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. So we're gonna do. It'll be at Bunnin Chevrolet because that's kind of the center point of the.
Oh, okay.
Of the boulevard.
So it's not gonna be at the start of it. It'll be
it's
in the middle.
Kind of in the middle. Just that center point of it. We'll do a little reception there, and then
that'll make it convenient. You'll have the space.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, we'd be going to Special K and going into let's grab some soda and some chips, and we'll have our reception in the the gas pumps.
They're gonna put a space out there in the parking lot, and so we'll they have the room for it too. So
cool.
And then the fact it's in the middle of Harvard, so people from all directions can come in and converge there. So we're still working on details, but those are our tentative dates right now.
Looking forward to that one.
No more in the next week or two.
I do have to say though, I'm a little disappointed because when they first paved it before they did the manhole covers, everything was just nice and smooth, like baby smooth. And then they did the manhole covers on this side. So they have the manhole covers, and then they have those smaller plates, which I'm not sure what those are, but so on the Peck side of the freeway, when they cut the pavement around the covers and then they repaved, they actually did a pretty good job about keeping it smooth. On the other side, heading towards 10th, they didn't do as great of a job smoothing them out. It's bumpy when you drive over, and there's so many of them. So it's I was thinking that somebody needs to go over that and kind of take a look at it, because it's a shame you got this beautiful road and then you get over into that side of town and there's so many of those little tiny circular covers that it's like bub, 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 bub.
Yeah, I don't know the reason for that.
Yeah,
no, but that's a good,
because they did a really good job on this side.
Yeah,
keeping them flat.
Yeah,
but over there they're not so flat. So
I don't know what the reason is.
Yeah, check it out. Drive down Harvard on your way back to the office.
Closer to 10th Street, right?
It's closer to 10th Street. Yeah, it's like Palm and 10th. But check it out and drive down, and you should see what I'm talking about. Or maybe I'm crazy.
Well, I hope that the city does their due diligence before they receive everything back from that company, that they check everything.
Yeah.
I know there's been a couple things that people have pointed out that they're working on correcting, but
yeah.
And you're not going to be perfect. I mean,
no, but they did a really good job on this side. I don't know why they couldn't do the same thing.
They got tired.
Maybe
towards the end of the week. I don't know.
Different team. Who knows?
Maybe, but I'm sure they're going to do one final inspection until before they turn it over.
I was going to mention it to Dan because I figured Dan from building and safety would probably be the ones, right?
I would encourage people to let the city know if they see something.
Yeah,
and they're welcome to receive any of that, because there's only so many of them. They can't always see everything,
right?
But if somebody does a good job pointing it out and say, hey, we did find this, or we saw this, can you check it out? And city's really good about doing that. So
all right, let's talk film festival.
Yes.
So we have about 23 films to show. So I'm bringing up the film festival website page right now, which is santapaulafilmfestival.org. And from the home page, if you log into santapaulafilmfestival.org, you'll see just below the banner, it says 2024 official selection. And if you go into that, we actually have all the films blocked out by day. So just under the purchasing of your tickets, you'll see Saturday, and there are 4 blocks on Saturday. Runs from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. And then we'll have a small reception. So the idea with the reception on Saturday is anyone who wins an award that day, we'll issue those so that they don't necessarily have to come back for Sunday just to be able to get an award. But we have a lot of good selections. So if you go into the blocks, you'll actually be able to see what's playing, a little synopsis of it. And if they have a trailer, which it just so happens the very first block doesn't have any trailers, you'll be able to watch the trailer. So like here we have By and By, and it has a trailer on it. And then Angel's Tide, which I'm anxious to see that one. That one also has a trailer. And so check it out. So if you go, for example, we have A Stairway to the Stars. That's going to be our closing segment for Saturday. And we're going to be doing the short, but we're also going to be doing the behind the scenes. So we're going to play both of those. And for those of you who are movie buffs, Quentin Aaron is the boy that played in Blindside, although he's not a boy. He's a big boy, and now he's a man. But he played in Blindside. And then Sean Young, she's an actress that was in Blade Runner, Dune, No Way Out, Wall Street. So she was in a bunch of movies.
Pretty good 80s actress.
Yes. Yeah. And so that's what we're going to close with. And you can go ahead and just click on the trailer link. And it'll play you through the whole trailer. So, which I'm not going to do while we're shooting, but just so you get an idea of what you can do with it. And then for tickets, if you go to the purchase tickets link, you'll be able to actually purchase the tickets by the block. So a 2-day pass is going to be $50. That will allow you into any of the movies. If you want to do block 1, which starts at 11 a.m., it will be $10. And wow, I'll have to look at that. We got several blocks that are saying 77 remaining. So that means people are buying tickets. But so I do list under block 1 the showings of Blue Water Fairies, The Sexes, Fortunate Soul, and Clean. And then in block 2, it's Angel's Tide and By and By. So you can actually see which films are going to play. And then you can go to that block on the website just to get any trailers or synopsis of the movie.
So what if somebody just wants to do one whole day?
I was looking at that, and it was like, I mean, I guess we could do a $25 pass, because in Sunday there's only 3 blocks, so that's $30. But on Saturday there's 4 blocks, so that's $40. So, if you only want to do one day, buy the 2-day pass. Donate it. It's going to a worthy cause. Pay the $50 and support the festival.
Yeah,
and
because if they they only wanted to go Saturday, but then they buy the 2-day, and then they enjoy it, they have the opportunity to go back Sunday.
Yeah, or if they want to pick
rebuy
and
it.
choose, they can bounce between the 2 days. And
Yeah.
So, and it'll be an open reception. So if people want to come to the reception and watch the award ceremony and things of that nature, they can do that.
Yeah.
We have, surprisingly, there are several movies that have pretty significant actors in it. I talked about the Stairway to the Stars. But we have another one. I believe it's running on Sunday. And let me see if I can find it. Oh, maybe it's not Sunday, it's Saturday. So block 3.
Yeah.
We have a movie called Sallywood, and that's with Sally Kirkland. We have Keith Grandin, who was in Nashville and Cowboys and Aliens. We have one that was in Predator and The Running Man. What were some of the names that you had mentioned?
Eric Roberts was one that I saw in there.
Yeah,
the actor, and there was a few people. I think it was
So
I was
definitely noticeable.
Yeah, I noticed that
actors
when
that
I was
were in it.
glancing through it this morning. I was scrolling through it, I saw these famous people. I was like, oh, okay, So
Yeah, and there's a few films that have some of those, and so we're hoping. Pretty sure Stairway to the Stars. Those celebrities are going to be there.
Yeah.
Sounds like they will be, but we do have some plays that have some significant characters, so it's not just.
and the Stairway movie was a great movie, a great short.
Yeah,
that was one of the first things we saw.
That was the very first selection we got.
Yeah, and it was.
And they're going to
really
close
good.
Saturday.
It was very entertaining.
Yeah, yep. So we have 1 or 2 kids films. So we're gonna, excuse me, we're gonna do the kids film, and we'll have a little break in between showing the next short, so that the kids can do a little Q&A, and then they're not stuck watching an adult short that we probably don't want them to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but there'll be popcorn, there'll be sodas. It's gonna be a fun 2 days.
Yeah, it'll be good.
We're gonna have a red carpet, and that's what I need to do. I need to get with Carlos, see if we can get a red carpet, and if not, we need to get that red runner.
Yeah,
that was the other Amazon thing.
There you go.
So
we'll have paparazzi there, right?
Yeah, we'll have paparazzi. We'll have a red carpet. We'll have a step and repeat that you can take pictures in front of.
Yeah.
So all in all, I think it's gonna be a really cool day.
Yeah, we're getting some support from the community. I know the Optimist Club will be there to help us as well. They're going to be doing popcorn, as they always do for any event. So they're going to be there, and then it's good to see. We'll have a lot of volunteers that are going to come in as well.
Yeah, and if anyone does want to volunteer or anything to help out, just get in touch with either the chamber or me and Jesse May at the Santa Paula Theater Center, and we'll definitely hook you up, because
it's the first. You're part of the first one that hopefully of many.
Yes,
but it's just we're learning as we go. We're just kind of diving in. You have much more experience at that than I do.
Never really running one, but just from being in them.
Yeah,
and so it'll be interesting. Being the people that are actually putting it on.
Yeah. Well, I'm leaning on you to help. You got more experience at that than I do.
So, and hopefully next year we grow to a point where we can put this in a movie theater and really give people that full experience.
Yeah, and I think if this is successful, which it should be, it'll catch on for next year, and we'll get more entries, especially local. I mean, this one does have a lot of local entries.
We do have a lot, and I mean, we have the benefit of LA. And if you're that into independent films and you got a movie that's being represented an hour away, why wouldn't you go?
Exactly.
And it's the same thing with the Magic. We have LA where it's like the the swimming pool of magicians. So we're fortunate because we have so much talent that we can pull into because of it being Hollywood and Los Angeles. So so some of these films are going to have that quality to them.
Exactly.
So
no, it's from what I've seen so far, they're really good. So I think people will enjoy them.
Yeah. And I think it's we gave everybody an opportunity. So even if you're a new time filmmaker and your film maybe isn't up to the caliber of some of these other films, you're still getting an opportunity to see your film played and be able to talk about it, and it's a good stepping stone.
Yeah, and it was cool because some of them were like 5 minutes long.
Yeah,
it was like I watched one this morning. It was 5 minutes. I was like, wow, that's interesting. It was just like one quick scene of stuff, but it was good.
Yeah, we have an 11-minute short, we have a 7-minute short, we have a 5-minute short. So it's and one of the things that I wasn't expecting, and I probably should have, is that there are far more shorts out there than there are full features, because you can kind of bang those out pretty quickly, doing a 10-minute short versus trying to make a 90-minute movie. So there's actually film festivals out there that are just short film festivals. And we're kind of 3/4 short and 1/4 full.
and it's easier doing shorts, especially now with streaming services that it's more opportunity to do that. Because really, before streaming, where would you see these shorts?
Right.
Movie theaters weren't.
Nobody had a platform.
Exactly. So this is giving a whole new opportunity for especially new artists that are coming into this. So
and I know even our own Travis Greer, he had he's done 2 full features, and now he's working on shorts because they're easier to write. They're easier to film and put together, and you can nail out a couple of shorts a year, whereas a full production it's a couple of years.
A couple of years, and it's
so
more cost effective, and you can get much more exposure now for the short.
So for those who are going to be coming to the film festival, just so you know, because I know this isn't going to necessarily be a thing for Santa Paula per se, but if you are coming in from LA, we do have a couple of good local hotels that you can stay at. The Glen Tavern, unfortunately, there's a wedding going on that weekend, so there's not a lot of rooms available there. I think they only had 5, and those might even be gone. But we do have a few options for lodging. We got a lot of great choices for restaurants. While you're here, if you are seeing the film festival and you got time, we have the escape rooms that are going on during the day. And Saturday night and Sunday night, as well as I think they're doing it Thursday and Friday, they'll be talking to spirits over at the Glen Tavern. So that will be kind of a seance theatrical type performance that will be there. I know they're running 3 shows a day. We have a paintball park here. So if you want to go check out a movie and then get shot with paint, that's cool. Just take a bath before you come back to see the movie again.
And don't want your seats dirty.
Yeah. And of course we have the magic shop, and so what other kind of activities?
Museums.
We got the museums you can check out.
Agriculture
mural walk.
There's the bike rails cars.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
So,
the bike rails would be an awesome
railway. If you want to come in and do a bike ride, you have to reserve it ahead of time, though.
Yeah, definitely do that ahead of time because they sell out on the weekends.
Yeah. So there's just a lot happening. Even if you just wanted to stroll up and down Main Street from the theater, I mean, there's a lot of great shops, specialty shops, and like I said, restaurants, and it's all within a 2 or 3 block walking distance. You could see a lot in that short time.
Yeah. So if you want to know all the things that are happening within the Valley, go to heritagevalleyca.org, because I've been directing people from the film festival to go to that to see what restaurants and lodging and things to do.
Yeah.
There's also a calendar there. You can also go to the chamber if you want to see things that are more focused towards Santa Paula only.
Yep.
And the House of Magic, we don't post all the activities that are happening throughout the city, but we do have what's going on with us. So for the escape rooms, you can go to mygreatestescape.com and you can see the rooms. Those will be available on Saturday only. If you're interested in the Talking to Spirits, you can go to Little Big Stage Productions. So Little Big Stage Productions with an S.com. And there's a link there to get tickets to that show.
Nice.
And the paintball park is called Striker. I always say Stripe.
Mm-hmm.
So you can look up Striker. And then, of course, if you the museums, you can get access to those through the Heritage Valley or through the chamber, as well as the listing of all the stores that are available.
Yeah, just go to santapaulachamber.com and look at our members, and you'll see a full list of our businesses and stuff.
Yeah, and if you go to GeoGuide on your app store, go to GeoGuide Santa Paula. It's an app that we're in the middle of completing, but the one thing that is there is the mural walk and the historical walk. So if you want to get some information about the murals that are around town, or you want to get some information about some of the historical stuff, download that app, and then you can see what's going on with those.
There's a lot happening.
There is.
Yeah, there's no way you can not do anything in Santa Paula.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I think we're actually starting to get on the map.
Yes,
because people are looking, going, wow, this little tiny town is doing all this stuff.
Yeah, and we had a great conversation with the mayor this morning. She attended our chamber board meeting, and we talked a little bit about this, about Santa Paula is becoming more well known now. And this all started, a lot of it was from last year's county 150th party, that when we had it here in Santa Paula, that exposed a lot of people that have never been to Santa Paula before, that live in the county. All of a sudden it's like, whoa, I didn't know Santa Paula has all these cool things, and people are starting to come back.
And I'd like to think that the marketing efforts in promoting the valley and everything else are going
getting better at that. We restarted the Heritage Valley Tourism website. Even through the chamber, we're doing more marketing stuff. Santa Paula Times is doing a great job getting information out to the community as well. Even the city, they're promoting a lot more stuff through social media. You're starting to see that more.
Right.
So we're a very active community, and amongst all the other, museums and everybody else that posts what they post too. But you can see that Santa Paula is a very, very active town.
Yeah.
And we're all kind of, the good thing is we're all kind of heading in the right direction, the same direction.
Yeah. Everybody, I think there's a collaborative effort that people are starting to realize that, we don't fight against each other. Let's work together, because it's going to benefit everybody.
And that you can add to that. That's these round tables that are going on, our mixers that are going on. We just had a coffee with the cops, and so it gave people opportunity to engage with the police department too. So there's all these little things that we're doing around the community that's starting to bring people together, and they're starting to see the vision of what a lot of us are wanting to do, and they're having an input in as well too. So yeah, it's really good to see people are thinking. That the thought process is that we need to grow our community and bring more people to our community.
Yeah, one of the things that I found this weekend, we had escape rooms on Friday and Saturday, and the escape rooms that were going on at night, talking with the people, it's like most of our rooms come from outsiders. So when I was talking with them, one group is going to went to Rabelais, and so I said, be sure to tell them that you came to the escape room, which is why you're going there for dinner, and they're like, oh yeah, absolutely. And another person went to Gunsmoke Barbecue, and so the escape room is attracting people from the outside, which is then sending them into the downtown area. And
Yeah.
so it's
And that's what we're getting to with the bike rail cars.
yeah,
Over 90% of their customers are outside Ventura County. The art museum pulls a lot of people from outside Santa Paula.
right.
Come in. Agriculture museum, same way. So the airport brings a ton of people from outside Santa Paula when they do the first Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So cruise night coming in, that brings in most of the people that come into cruise night. They're out of towners that come into our community.
Right.
So we're doing a good job when it comes to that. And then we encourage people to shop within. I always tell people, if you're going to come into town, the only thing I need you to do is support. I had a conversation with the other day with a lady that's from the class of 74 for Santa Paula High. They're doing a reunion, and they're doing something different. They're actually going to set up at the next cruise night, a canopy and everything, and encourage all of them to come out. And when I had a conversation with her, she goes, I really appreciate what the Chamber of Commerce is doing and stuff. I'm a big advocate of it. So by helping, and we're helping them with giving them some stuff. And so they're like, we want to help promote and help get the word out. And they're like, what do you need us to do? What they're thinking, do we pay you for stuff or whatever? Like, no, I go, only thing how you can pay us back is you support the local businesses. Go eat downtown or whatever restaurant, go shop, just keep people in town. Cause a lot of the classmates are coming from outside of Santa Paula.
Right.
I go, one, you bring back to your childhood, you're going to remember what's going on. But yeah, when you're here, buy.
And they're going to see a big change.
Exactly. I said, don't bring in stuff from outside, just bring people here. And that's the way you can help us through the chamber and the city in general, is just support restaurants, support businesses, go to the museums, go do whatever. But the more people engage within our community, that helps us.
All right. I'm going to put out a challenge.
Okay.
Because one of the things that we're talking about is all these different activities. They're all being supported by the outsiders.
Mm-hmm.
And we're bringing people into the town.
Yeah.
We got to get the people in the town to get equally engaged. Like, how many people in town did the bike rails? How many people have gone to the museums? How many people have done an escape room? Yeah. So we're getting support from outsiders. Mm-hmm. But we need that same support from the people in the community to come out and support these events as well, because you're really who we're doing it for.
And kind of back to my point from last week about our Citrus Music Festival, we're doing it for the community. And that Saturday, the first day of the event, we didn't have a lot of community support.
Right.
Sunday we did. Sunday it was all community. But it was a different clientele too. It was more of our Latino base. But when it comes to the other stuff, it's like, we put on something for the community and we want people from the community to come and join us.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they don't. And I think that's what's happening with a lot of stuff that we do.
And you're missing out on a great opportunity. Exactly. So come support your local events. Take part in the film festival. You're going to have a great time. You're going to see some great movies.
Yeah.
We're going to have popcorn and soda. So it'll be like going to the movie theaters. It's all taking place at the Santa Paula Theater Center. They have a great stadium seating. So
I don't know. I mean to catch up, but I mean, how many people have been to the theater?
Yeah.
And
it's a beautiful theater.
Oh yeah. It's gorgeous.
So check it out, and remember, support local, support live, and we'll see y'all next week.
This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.